The challenges facing Ohio regarding affordable housing can be strikingly different from big cities to small towns, and that's why the Ohio Senate Select Committee on Affordable Housing decided to hold its most recent hearing in Washington County on the campus of Washington State Community College, right here in Ohio's first settlement, Marietta, right behind me. 3.5 hours of testimony provided a revealing look at the issues of homelessness, to the sheer lack of capacity of affordable rental units and even homes for sale.
On average, there are 100 to 125 homes listed for sale in our county at any given time if you visit Zillow.com. During Q2 2022, the average number of homes was 42.
A lack of safe, affordable rental housing is a constant problem in our service territory, in our rural counties, and the disparity between the housed and unhoused has only gotten worse following the pandemic.
We lack key infrastructure necessary for housing expansion. Washington County has 13 independent water companies that provide water to residents. In many cases, the pipes that deliver water to customers are over 40 years old. One water company has pipes that were put in during the Teddy Roosevelt administration.
In the absence of local developers, we're left to recruit developers from urban areas. And true to form, the opportunities in Appalachia do not occur at the scale that makes it attractive for a much larger corporate developer. Case in point, in the last year, we've presented a multitude of opportunities to 8 different developers from Columbus. None of them have taken us up on the opportunity.
While 100% of Franklin County is covered with high-speed internet and cell coverage, only 1 in 3 Washington County residents has access in their home.
And Appalachian, Ohio is over a third of the state's counties and is home to almost 20% of the population of the state of Ohio. However, as we can tell you from our client experiences and as the Voinovich study found, it is true that a good deal of the existing housing stock in Appalachian, Ohio is substandard.
Zanesville is 63% rental housing, 63%. That's upside down from the state average. Our median income is $33,500. Statewide is $55,000.
I would like to see a creation of a new program open to communities and nonprofits that would provide grant dollars for site acquisition, land preparation, and infrastructure build-out on land identified for residential development.
And so these communities have become forgotten, essentially. And so now you have not only an older population, but you have older housing stock. And so we need to really infuse economic development, housing, revitalization to make these homes, bring them back to life and bring these communities back to life.
Many of the folks we work with continue to live in tents, in alleys, in cars and trailers without electricity or water while seeking housing. Washington County doesn't have a homeless shelter to provide overnight stays, and we're working with local officials to try and fill that gap. But funding is always an issue, and there are no dedicated funds to assist in that effort.
We had a client who received notice that her rent was increasing from $400 a month to $800 a month. This was not affordable to her on her fixed income of $900 a month. She was eventually evicted, resulting in further barriers to find housing.
I have one other family. With 3 kids. They're 9, 11, and 13. This family has been homeless for over a year. I've seen many dropouts. Youth are credit deficient, they're truant, and they're behind their peers in achievement, because they're out of school for several days or a week at a time.
One thing that I heard was that in the rural community, there's rural homelessness that's very different from the cities. And here in Marietta, there are no homeless shelters, and I just found that really discouraging.
And for the very latest developments from the committee, you can go to the Ohio Senate's website, ohiosenate.gov/news/on the record. On social media, it's at Ohio Senate GOP. From Ohio's first settlement in beautiful Marietta, Ohio, I'm John Fortney for the Ohio Senate.